Good evening, this is Mark Ball, Vet Sports on eBay.com. Last night we did our first half of the case break for 2014 Panini Prizm Football. This right here is going to be the recap for last night's break. So right now I'm just highlighting the harder to get. I'm not doing each and every different parallel, but anything that was numbered, rare, insert, autographs, so forth will be done here on the recap. If you need to see more detail, you'll also get the link to the break itself along with the randoms. Okay, so starting off, we had two fresh faces parallels. That's Mike Evans of the Buccaneers and Khalil Mack of the Raiders. These are the refracted versions. Okay, and the fresh faces are 1 in 96 packs. We also had one version for the Broncos. That's Peyton Manning of the intros, also 1 in 96 packs. Okay. We had this guy right here, Johnny Manziel, Believe the Hype, and it's 1 in 120 packs. Okay, for the Cowboys, Tony Romo, Air Marshals, 1 in 160 packs, so we're getting rare. And then finally, and this one was random off, we had greatest of all time. This is the head-to-head parallel. Brett Favre of the Vikings and Peyton Manning of the Broncos. Again, it's the refracted version. That's 1 in 320 packs. Okay, so very rare indeed. Okay, so that was all the die cuts right there. Now we're getting into the serial number parallels. First one out of 125, and we got 4 of them. Okay, we got Greg Jennings for the Vikings. Jordy Nelson of the Green Bay Packers. Cecil Shorts for the Jaguars. And that was very low number, serial number 2 out of 125. And then Jimmy Graham of the Saints. And we had what I refer to these little, kind of like a silver wave, kind of bluish, depends on how colorblind you are, but this is Bob Greasy of the Dolphins, and these are out of 99. Marquise Lee, rookie from Jaguars. Old school military vet, Marine Corps vet from Desert Storm, Kurt Warner, the Rams. Vincent Jackson, the Buccaneers. Then we had 4 of the NFL red parallel. These are serial numbered out of 75. So the first one for the Vikings, Dante Culpepper. Eli Manning of the Giants. Eddie Lacy of the Green Bay Packers. And Tom Brady of the Patriots. Okay, we have 1 blue. And these are serial numbered out of 50. And that's Devin Hester for the Falcons. I know he's in the Bears uniform. If you look down at the bottom, it shows the traded designation underneath his name, and it shows the Falcons team. Okay, we had 2 tie-dyes. Okay, I love these tie-dyes. The first one, 17 out of 25. Paul Warfield for the Browns. And then Matthew Stafford, 13 out of 25 for the Detroit Lions. I'm going to save this one to last. It's a parallel, but I'm going to save that to last. Okay, now we get into our autos. First one, base auto, Eric Ebron of the Lions. Okay, we only got 1 base auto, so we're starting off that case right. Okay, next, out of 350, LaDainian Washington. Okay, and that's for the Cowboys. This was out of 43 out of 350. Then out of 200, we had Ryan Shazier of the Steelers. Okay. Green Bay, 152 out of 200. That's Jeff Janis. And then for the Rams, serial number 16 out of 100. And that's Marcus Robertson. Okay, Tennessee Titans. Did I read that number correctly? Yeah, it's out of 100. Okay, this one is also low number. This is Antonio Andrews, and it's serial number 2 out of 150. Okay, Antonio Andrews for the Titans. Okay, for the Green Bay Packers, we had 1 blue parallel, and that's Rajon Neal. That's 41 out of 50. And we had Jason Verrett. That's 42 out of 50. Okay. Austin Jenkins, 13 out of 30 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's the green and yellow. And then the last one out of 50 was Tyler Gaffney for the Panthers, and that's 38 out of 50. We had one die cut auto. We don't get these too much. I've gotten 3 out of about 6 cases, so it seems like these various die cuts are pretty hard to pull. This is Zach Stacy, the Rams, and this one is serial number 58 out of 150. Okay. And then finally, this is the one that made me try to do the dance. Johnny Manziel, Black Finette, 1 out of 1 for the Browns. Okay. Okay, you can see up there, right underneath his card number, you see 1 of 1 stamped in there. Okay, so very, very solid break indeed. I was tickled, to say the least. I would have loved to have seen it autographed. But keep checking out my future breaks for hopefully bigger and better things. So it was a solid break. We got the second half of that case. The case has been getting better. A lot of numbered autographs been coming out of Prism, and it's been a pretty good variety. Some of the teams double up, like you see a couple of them will get a couple of good hits per team, but it does seem to be a pretty even spread across all the teams. So if you're in there for tonight, tonight's the second half of that case. Then we got Leaf Certified. We got Strata coming up this week. We got another case of Prism coming up. And I talked to my distributor tomorrow for more case possibilities for the remainder of the week and start planning for the weekend. So we're going to start picking up the pace. Hopefully y'all can keep up with me. I can barely keep up with me. But again, check out my breaks. Check out my Facebook group. The link will be posted in the comments below. And again, appreciate everything. Vet out.